Old school Pokemon here. Today's video, I'm actually going to be opening this two-player starter deck, hunting for the Diglett error cards. Before we hop into this actual opening, I do want to kind of explain a few differences between the two-player starter decks and give a little reasoning why I believe that this two-player starter deck is going to contain the Diglett error cards. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I'm referring to the Diglett error cards, it is the base set Diglett right here. You get 3 Diglett cards within this two-player starter deck, and the Diglett error card that I'm referring to has to do with the first attack right here. So the Dig attack, the fighting energy symbol on the Dig attack is actually rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. It's a pretty common error, but it's also pretty cool, and I don't usually open Wizard of the Coast products, so I thought this would be kind of a cool video to do. I actually picked this theme deck up at the Collecticon event in Charlotte. Someone came up to my table and was looking to trade for a few graded cards, so I traded them a few graded cards for this theme deck right here. In total, I believe I'm into it for right around $100 or so, so really not into it for very much. Before we actually get into the opening, I do want to kind of explain why I believe this deck does contain the Diglett errors, and for that we're going to be using these 2 display cases right here, just because I don't have any other individual two-player starter decks. So if we look at this first one right here, this display case is going to contain unlimited cards within each of the starter decks. And you can tell that based upon the individual theme decks, where the actual opening of the theme deck is. So on these theme decks right here, you don't see any openings on the side, whereas with this one right here, you do see an opening on the side. So this display case, all the openings are on the top and the bottom, versus this individual theme deck, the opening is actually on the side. And you can see that a little bit better if you look at the other side of the display case right here. So again, all of the theme decks on this one do not have a slit on the side right here, so they open from the top and the bottom, whereas this one opens from the side right there. So that's the unlimited two-player starter deck display case right there. This one is actually a shadowless two-player starter deck display case right here, and same thing, we'll look at the individual theme decks themselves. On the sealed case right here, you can see that the theme decks actually open from the side, which is the same as this one right here. And then if you look at the other side, same thing. They open from the side versus the top and the bottom. So you can see the opening right there, and then you can see all the openings right there. So this case contains shadowless cards because the opening is on the side, plus one more variable, which I'll talk about in a minute. So basically, if you see a two-player starter deck that opens from the top and the bottom, it's going to contain unlimited cards. If you see a two-player starter deck that opens from the side, it could contain shadowless cards. The next test is something that you'd have to do if you actually have the theme deck in person. If you shake the individual theme deck, so just shake it, if you hear like a thudding noise like this one right here, it means that everything is packaged together in one big compartment. So when we open this theme deck, you're just going to have one big compartment. There's going to be 2 stacks of 30 cards, the damage counters, the coin, and the Machamp all kind of packaged together within one compartment. However, if you shake this one right here, there's actually 2 compartments where the deck is on, I believe it's the top half, and then the damage counters and the coin are on the bottom half. So if you shake it, you can definitely hear a distinct rattle. So I'll go ahead and shake it so you guys can get an idea. So you hear those damage counters moving around. That kind of confirms that there's 2 compartments within each of these theme decks right here. And when you have that combined with the opening from the side, that basically guarantees you that the theme deck is going to contain shadowless cards. So where this one had kind of that thudding noise, it doesn't have the 2 compartments. Everything's packaged together, like I said. So this theme deck right here is going to contain unlimited cards. However, this variant right here has a high probability to contain the Diglett error card. I don't believe that it's guaranteed to contain the Diglett error card. However, you have a much higher probability of that happening. So that is why I'm going to open this theme deck. Plus, like I said, it'll be a fun opening. So we'll go ahead and hop right into it. 5 minutes into the video, we'll go ahead and cut the seal right here and see what we have inside. So inside, you're going to have a factory sealed Machamp card, which is cool. That's going to be your holo. And then you'll also have 60 other cards as well. Whole bunch of energies and some commons and uncommons from the base set. Obviously, we're looking for that Diglett arrow, like I said. And inside, as you can see, there's one compartment. Like I said, everything is packaged together. You get the damage counters, you get the coin, you get the rule books, you get 2 packs of 30 cards right there. So we'll go ahead and open this up. Try not to cut any of the cards and see what is inside. If I can actually get this thing opened. Okay, there we go. So there's your damage counters right there. We get the 2 packs of 30 cards right here. So there's one package, and then here is the other package. There's our Machamp right there. So unlimited Machamp right there. We've got the starter rules version 1, and then the rule book as well. And then one more pack of 30 cards as well. So there's that. Now, I don't know which pack the Diglett is in. We'll try and open the one that the Diglett is not in first. And we'll save the Diglett for last here. If I can figure out which one is actually which here. So there's our first pack right here. We'll see what the energy type is. So the Diglett's going to be in this one right here, I believe. So we'll save that one for last, and we'll go ahead and open this one right here. So just kind of quickly go through the cards so you guys can get an idea on what is actually in here. So we got some energy retrievals, some switches, bills, Growlithe. We do have some Charmeleons in here. You get 4 Charmanders as well, or 5 Charmanders? 3, 4... No, 4. I counted wrong. 4 Charmanders. You got some Ponytas as well, and then you get a whole bunch of the fire energies as well. So you do have some good cards in here, especially if they can get high grades. The Charmanders and the Charmeleons. Hopefully those will grade well. And then this is the one that I believe has the Diglett error in it. So we'll start off with the Pokédex. We've got an energy retrieval. We've got a few potions as well. We've got the Dratini Rattata right there. We've got Machoke, 2 of those. We've got 4 Machamps, I believe. And then I believe the Diglett is going to be right after the Machamp. So we'll see if this is the Diglett. 47. So we have the Diglett. Will it contain the error? We shall see in a second. So there we go. Diglett error right there. As you can see, fighting energy is kind of rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise compared to your regular Diglett right here. So, like I said, it is a pretty common error, but it is also really cool to be able to open these and kind of have a good idea on whether or not the starter deck is going to contain the Diglett error. So we should have 3 Diglett errors right there. So as you can see, 1, 2, and 3, they're all the error version right there. So really, really cool. Definitely going to set those aside for grading with, probably go with PSA, maybe CGC, just because PSA is a little bit expensive right now, but we'll see what happens there. But anyway, that is everything I have for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.